Hi YouTube, Luminousz Ztarr here. Welcome to my channel, Luminousz Ztarr. If this is your first time visiting, welcome, and may I suggest you come back and see me if you do, but as a new subscriber. Okay, now, I'm only kidding guys, but okay, really. A new subscriber, yay! But even if you don't come back as a new subscriber, come back and visit me anyway. Yay! For current subscribers, thank you so much for your subscription. Guys, today I'm going to be answering a question from a current subscriber, which I thought was an excellent question. Now I'm going to go ahead and mention the name, and the name is Sienna's2011, and if I mispronounce your name, Sienna's2011, please forgive me. Okay, now unlike the narcissist, I do appreciate forgiveness. All right, so this is what the video is about today. It's about the value of forgiveness and the value of compassion, and how the narcissist fails to appreciate either one. So that's what the video is about today. I'm going to be answering that question from the current subscriber, Sienna's2011, and I'm going to paraphrase the question, right? Which is, okay, when it comes to the church, when it comes to religion, the church, or maybe even if someone is spiritual, how do they deal with that concept of forgiveness, whereas the narcissist is concerned? Now, I think that's an excellent question, Sienna's2011, because a lot of people are, yes, they're pondering over that one. They're dealing with that one. Because let's face it, toxic relationships with narcissists is quite a ride. And the aftermath is not pretty. And at some point during our thriving, our healing, and getting past, right, the toxic relationship with the narcissist, the concept of forgiveness usually comes up, which is understandably so. You know, I understand that. I think anybody would, regardless of their religious beliefs, regardless if they're religious or spiritual, right? That concept is understandably going to come up, and there is going to be pondered. So Sienna's2011, again, excellent question. So I'm going to be answering that. At the end of the video, please hit the like and or subscription button and leave me more excellent comments and questions, okay? All right, here we go. I'm going to be giving three points to answer the question, and I'm also going to share a little bit of information for research purposes, okay? All right, here we go. First point, narcissists, one of their classic traits is a strong sense of entitlement, meaning regardless of how you feel or I feel or what we think about what they've done in the toxic relationship, they still feel and think that they deserved it. I'm speaking of the narcissist now. They have a strong sense of entitlement. Whatever they take from you, they have an excuse and they feel justified in having taken it, right? They have a strong sense of entitlement. So I just want to put that out there. And please, if you all would, throughout the video, please keep that first point in mind. Narcissists have a strong sense of entitlement. This is one of their main traits or characteristics. A strong sense of entitlement. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in there self-righteousness. Please keep that in mind throughout the duration of the video. Second point, forgiveness is a concept which is unconditional. In other words, let me rephrase that. Forgiveness is a concept that is conditional. So let's drop the my bad. Okay? Now, I had a Freudian slip when I said unconditional, because this is what most of us have been taught, right? That forgiveness is unconditional. So I had to slip up there, because this is what I was also taught growing up. And yes, when I was growing up, I did go to church and I did go to Sunday school, which is why I'm going to be sharing something at the end of this video for research purposes only. Research it, great. If you choose not to, also great. Okay? Now, forgiveness is a I'm going to repeat the second point. Forgiveness is a concept or an idea that is conditional. due to circumstances. And that forgiveness is not a one-size-fits-all. It's not. Because when we deal with narcissists, the circumstances can be different and it can vary, right? Because we are not all exactly the same. There's some, uniqueness. There are some things that make us uniquely us. There are some similarities that make us the same, yes. However, circumstances to circumstances. When we're dealing with narcissists, circumstances to circumstances, right, can vary. So, the concept or the idea of forgiveness is conditional. It's not a one-size-fits-all. And I know some people are not going to agree. That's okay. All right. So, third and final point. It's possible that the pondering of this, like whether you're going to forgive or not forgive, the pondering of that is psychologically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually doing something to us. And it's not necessarily something that's healthy. So just that process of pondering whether you're going to forgive the narcissist or not plays into the narcissist's hands. That's my opinion. No one has to agree with me. But from my experience, it plays into the narcissist's hands. Whether you're going to forgive them or not. Because you're pondering. That takes a process. That can also add another layer of trauma. If you haven't checked out my video about PTSD, complex PTSD versus PTSD, please check out those two videos. It's a part 1 and 2. Also, and these are suggestions, because this can go with this video as well. Please check out my other video entitled Layers of Trauma. Okay? Those two videos can actually go with this one. Because again, just the pondering over whether or not you're going to forgive the narcissist or not, yes, can be traumatic. It can add another layer of trauma because it's doing something to us. Just to ponder whether or not you're going to forgive the narcissist or not. That usually plays into the narcissist's hands because you're giving them more attention. They're getting more supply from you when you do that because you're still paying them some attention, even if it's mentally or emotionally. Okay, so that can actually affect a person's spirit, right? Because it could affect your overall well-being. And the narcissist likes that, by the way, because you're still giving them supply, even if they're not physically around, even if they don't attend the same church that you do, right? If you go to church. Again, CNS 2011, excellent question. Here's the wrap up. Okay, here's the wrap up, and then I'm out of here, okay? I want to share with you guys for research purposes. And this is a biblical book, right? This is in the Bible. Matthew 18th chapter, verses 23 through 35, right? Now, that's for research purposes. Now, if you choose not to research that, that's all fine and well. If you do research it, awesome, okay? But this is something just to drive my points home, all 3 points. That's the biblical research information I can give you at this time, right? Because again, when I was growing up, I did go to church, okay? And I did go to Sunday school. And I remember Matthew 18, right? I remember that. Matthew 18, verses 23 through 35. I'm going to summarize what that one is about. That's about how God dealt with a wicked servant. Okay? That's how God dealt with a wicked servant. That's what that chapter and verse is about. Okay? And I'm going to leave you with one more chapter and verse. That's Proverbs 6, and I did write this down. Proverbs 6 and 12, verse 12. Proverbs 6 and verse 12. Okay, so recapping the research suggestions. Matthew chapter 18, verses 23 through 35. Proverbs 6 chapter, verses 12. Okay? CNS 2011, again, thank you so much. Excellent question. You guys, wherever you are, take care of yourself, be good to yourself, and remember, you are worthy of a great life, regardless of what the narcissist says. Okay, guys? Till next time, take care of yourself. Bye.